Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Oh, okay, so let's enjoy the day. How's your weather? What are you going to be sipping on, nibbling on during this episode? What season is it? Here in the States it's the fall. Beautiful weather, but ugly politics. Wonderful scenery as long as you're not near ice. Normally, in a drink, especially when you get soda and things like that, you ask for ice. But lately, whenever I think about ice, I think of the ones that dress up in a futuristic version of the Nazis. Yeah, yeah. It's not good. It's not nice. No. Yeah, I'm Patty, but okay. Hi, welcome. How are you guys? If you're having your lunch break right now, if you're new, just know I am the handicapable black woman, and with being the handicapable black woman, I talk a lot about politics and dating nightmares because my dating life was an absolute nightmare. I am kind of retired from dating because of the mistreatment, and even while growing up, being told as long as you walk like that, no one's ever going to want you, love you, or marry you. Yay, me. And doctors who told my parents and myself that I was lying. I just wanted attention. I was making it up and things like that. So that got me to the point where I gave up on myself and I just thought I want to date and I want a guy, but I don't deserve great guys. And then I was literally pressured, I still want to know, was it blackmail? Because Mr. Lakaki, I didn't want to date him, but I didn't have any friends, so I offered to hang out with him, and then I realized, no, he's trying to force me to date him. He acted innocent at first and love bombed me and all this other stuff, and he was the only person that was encouraging me with getting my second master's until I was halfway done, and that's when he would threaten to punch holes in the wall. But at the beginning, it's like he tried to be friendly, but then all of a sudden, it's like when I realized what he was trying to do and I was trying to escape, he ran into the middle of the street with a weapon to his wrist and dot dot dot. Go back to those episodes. I tell the whole story. But yeah, it's just crazy how no one believed me, no one trusted me. And during that entire time, everyone ended up lying to me so that they could take advantage of me, take from me. And it's to the point where my heart is, it's like I love and adore so many people, and I want to volunteer more, and I want to be able to have the chance to love and show love and compassion and empathy and sympathy and things at the same time, not for a man. Or when I say not for a man, not for a relationship, like when I volunteer and things like that, it's like, yeah, it's like, especially if it's at for veterans or senior citizen home, yeah, it's like, you know what, yeah, I'll help you out, but yeah, it's like when it just comes to dating, no, my heart, we're good, I'm good. So because especially having a disability on top of being a black woman, black ladies, can I get a hi? mm, well, I'll work on that because part of me just like, maybe you guys maybe give me suggestions, because it's like I was gonna be like sip sip, but I was like, okay, is that too petty? Is that too much? And then I was gonna either play around with petty. So, but yeah, if you guys have any suggestions or whatever, but for now, a little high because we the 92%, or if you're part of the 92%, I applaud you. Thank you. You're amazing. And because whenever I talk about how amazing, wonderful, and brilliant Black women are, and how we are never given enough credit, or how everyone wants to say, like, if we achieve something amazing, that it's only because we're Black and it was out of pity and we don't deserve it, and things like that, it's really annoying and frustrating, you know? Yeah. And so, even with my episodes, whenever I talk about the unfairness and how people tear down and mistreat Black women, I get a thumbs down the night. I think it's from the same person. I don't know, but and the thing is, I don't really ask for the like. I should ask for like, comment, subscribe, but it's like I just kind of feel like once you get to know me, once you trust me, then you'll start doing it because I know, and well, after 500 episodes, trust me, go back, because I tell stories, I spill tea that a lot of people don't. And I know some people are like, don't get personal as YouTubers, don't tell your personal life. And part of me is just like, a lot of people don't believe Black women because they don't hear our stories, they don't hear our truth, they don't hear the battles and the controversy and the things that we have had to face in life. And that's one reason why so many people, they're like, well, the Democrats are the racists, Black people are the racist ones because you always bring up race. It's like, and oh, Joe Biden said he was going to put a Black woman on the Supreme Court, so he's the racist. It's like, oh, well, now we have reverse racism. Oh, there's no racism, but then there is reverse racism. So, okay, if there's no racism, how can you say there's now reverse racism? And yeah, so I don't know. It's just really odd, stupid, crazy, ignorant, naive, and just plain dumb. But when it comes to being a Black woman, I'm going to be doing more episodes because it seems like a lot of people have fun putting me down when I talk about it, but especially after everything I've been through and had to fight through, and after my ex's mom, all of the racist things she said and did, and it's like, and if you talk to her today, she's, I'm not racist. I didn't say anything racist to you. It's like Candace Owens says. And do you really think that you're that smart, though? Do you really think you deserve your degrees? Oh, it's like, because I've told you guys a lot of I mean, she's the woman who, I've said it so many times, probably over 100. The only reason you got into college is because you're Black. It's like, and when I finished my rough draft of my novel, it's like, and that's one funny thing that my ex, he would have her on speaker. He would have a lot of the people on speaker, and well, I'm not gonna tell people, yeah, be careful when you put your phone. Nah, because like sometimes I want you guys to get busted because sometimes she would say some of the rudest, most awful things about me, but he didn't know. And he would be playing his video games too. That's the funny part. And so he'd be playing his video games, and then she's on speaker because I mind my business. I'm on my laptop, and I didn't like her. I don't like her, and so I wouldn't interrupt or talk or say anything because I'm just like, the less I talk to you, the more you know that I don't care about you. The only reason I'm your Facebook friend is so I can keep track and make sure, like, if you talk about me, I know that was the only reason. My ex kept telling me to, let's see, well, block her because he knew how Republican, how MAGA, how ridiculous and racist she was. Whenever she wrote about the Middle Eastern community and put them down and said racist, awful things, I was the one that defended. It's like, yeah, even though a lot of the Middle Eastern people don't, yeah, the things the Middle Eastern men have said about me, I still have not put those episodes up. They're buried, like I've said before, they're buried in my laptop. I have so many windows up trying to finish the novel, then get the website and everything together for all of the type of businesses. But then, especially when it comes to the novel, all of the pieces and stuff, when it comes to, okay, I need a list so I can start finding or figuring out which tick book TikTokers and YouTube book talks and just all the blah 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 blah. But then also the greeting cards and the candles and etc. etc. So if you knew how many windows, and then also with my life, it's like there's things I need to get and stuff so I can get my mind, my life, my disability in order. So yeah, but while they were on the phone on speaker and stuff, yeah, you thought I was gonna forget the topic or whatever, but this time I didn't. I'm messy, so sometimes I do, but she would bring me up and she would just start saying terrible things about me while he's playing his video game, and he's very competitive. He does not want to lose. But there's been a couple times where she starts talking about me on speaker and saying kind of racist things. This man will take her off a speaker, jump up, and leave his game so quick. Oh, it would almost be like he was like the road runner or something. It would be like he's there now, he's not. He's there now, he's not. And it's like, hold on, no, no. Let me hear what your mother has to say. It's like, I know you say bad things about me too, because you must, because it's like when I finish the very, very, very extremely rough draft of my novel, it's like your oldest daughter read parts and she said this is cool and amazing and that she was impressed that I was able to get in depth with my characters so well. And so then I asked him to read it, and yeah, he said I'll only read it if you publish it. And so, but yeah, it wasn't until when I broke up with him all of a sudden, oh, I'll read it now. No, it's like, because yeah, he wanted power over me. It's like I yeah, watched the episodes and it's like, put all the pieces together and everything because, yeah, it's just this white woman couldn't stand that this her white son had a black woman that is determined, able, and willing and busts her tush off and has goals and aspirations and things like that. Yeah, yeah. And I'm saying all of this to kind of get into the main focal because I keep wondering. It's like I've talked about The Little Mermaid with Haley Bailey, which oh my gosh, she is so amazing and stuff. And yeah, I haven't watched any Disney or Hulu since the whole Jimmy Fallon situation because part of me I'm just like I and see, I'm gonna have to do an episode on the separation of business and the spirit of Disney. Because the spirit of Disney is so wonderful and pure and imaginative, and it allows kids to escape, especially like having a disability but not being diagnosed, and everyone calling me a lot. Like Disney was one of my escapes. That's one reason I love anime, Disney, and stuff. I love it animated because they take it far and it's like the fantasy of it and the illusions and just the colorfulness. It's like wow, especially if I was wearing out my shoes or whatever, if I was getting punished and whooped. And sometimes the cartoons helped me escape the horror. And yeah, so that's why I guess in October I'm going to be talking a lot about why I don't watch horror movies because my life was and kind of is still a horror. My dating life is a horror movie. So, and oh, watch the screenshot or look at the screenshots in many of my episodes. Because I think in at least 100 episodes I have screenshots, or probably closer to 200 episodes I have screenshots. And now on my Patreon, yeah, I am loading up more and more that are not in any of the episodes. Some of them will probably, but some of them I'm like, you know what? Some of these are just for my. And I'm still working on everything. See, that's why I have so many windows up because I'm working on so many things at one time. But with Haley Bailey, seeing the racism on Facebook, which the screen, like if you've been watching, you already know about those screenshots. And if not, look up River of Racism, Haley Bailey. Like I have several episodes on this. But America doesn't like, or a lot of the country, because internationally, they don't like black women either. The screenshots that I've shown of the racism and just how badly they treat us and talk about us and degrade us, it's like, it makes me think about Mrs. Masher. Yeah, she was, like, in my opinion, she's an awful, terrible, bigoted woman. It's like she says that was the best thing that ever happened to her son, but only because he was able to get by because of me financially and things like that. And I thought he was going to pay me back. And even, oh, she would, like, this woman is a racist, but she begged me to stick around only because her son needed me. That was it. That was the only reason. because I was working like 1 to 5 jobs depending on the time of year or year whatever. And I was investing, I was trying to save for a house, paying off student loan. Like I was on it to the point like, oh, my credit score is looking good. So yeah, guys, if you're having a hard time with your credit score and things like that, it's like, I mean, okay, yeah, I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't really give advice, but just know, be patient with it, plan it out, and it's maybe I need to do some episodes on ways where I was able to save a lot of money, and it's like especially maybe like with my recipe books too. It's like I want to make sure I have some like of the broke girl types of recipes, like things that taste amazing, but it's kind of on like the last few days before your paycheck comes kind of thing. So, or even the quick meals where your kids are hungry and you finish a long day at work, you had parent teacher conferences, and you still have some paperwork. Your mind is just kind of like, I don't give a, but it's like you want to give them something healthy and stuff like that. So, I got you. So, and it might be a separate cookbook compared like because with the novelists what they eat. So but then I have a few other characters coming up, especially, oh, actually, yeah, with one. Okay, but yeah, I need to stay on. Yeah, let me. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm kind of getting excited with the projects. I'm nervous but excited. And one reason why I'm nervous is I hear a lot of people say, what kind of person would want to read about a black woman, basically, or even someone with a disability? I'm not gonna understand her. I don't want to. I'm not gonna care about them. It's like, are they gonna die at the end? I've had people like when I say I'm writing a book about a character with a disability, and they're like, "Ooh, are they gonna die at the end?" What the? What? What are you saying? No, they're not. Okay, and I guess I gave away like, well, at least not in this portion of the series, but it's like, cause oh yeah, and it's not a horror. It's not any of those genres where you see the tragedy or whatever. So, yeah, you know what? Because it's urban fantasy with some romance and a lot of mystery and things like that. But it's disheartening when people ask me questions like that, and but then people tell me no one's gonna care about a black woman. No one's gonna want to read about a black woman. I've told you about the book group that I was in where it was my turn to pick a book, and I picked a book with a African American female main character, and they were like, well, no, we're not going to relate to this one. But then they picked a one with the main character that was an alien, and I'm like, you can't connect with a human being that's a different color than you, but you can connect with an alien. You can connect with an alien more than you can another human being. I got you. Yeah, this country isn't racist. And with a lot of our history, you don't see a lot of our history in the books because they want it whitewashed. And they only care about how the white kids feel. When it comes to books and movies, they only want the white characters to be the good guys. Years ago, especially even in westerns and so many movies and films, when it was a Native American or a black person, we were the villains. And then even getting older, watching tons of movies with disability, like so if someone had a disability, it was they were the villain. And part of the reason they became the villain is because of their disability, and they want to be cured or they want to be fixed or normal, quote unquote normal or whatever. And it's just like that's not how people with disability, I mean, maybe not all. I don't know. It's just part of me, it's like that's not how it works. And if I was gonna be a villain, it would be for other reasons. Especially, well, I'll talk about it in another episode, but it's a horror movie when people keep disrespecting you, putting you down and stuff and labeling you. and thinking that you're not able to or you won't be capable of doing, and or that since you're different people need to stay away. And so I put all of that together because when it comes to the residents, oh my gosh, I love the residents. You do not know how upset I was when I found out that it got canceled. And I'm going to talk about this show so many times until I'm going to annoy you. I don't care. It's like we need more movies like this, especially for African American women with disabilities. And it has mystery in it and complex characters. And oh my gosh, the horror movie for Republicans and MAGA, especially, it has DEI. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And it has an LGBTQ couple as president and spouse. Yes, it does. Oh, and then even with the three guys with the same name, one of them are deaf. And each time I saw him in the I loved it because the way they were allowing his character to be an authentic version of that type of character in the movie. And especially people all around the world who are deaf, that is amazing and cool and special because they get to see themselves maybe possibly working in the White House, working as staff and being able to be welcomed and surrounded by people that accept you for you. And it's just, I mean, there's so much like other when it comes to DEI, but those stood out so much for me and I loved it. But then also, I mean, the main character, especially black female with a disability on the spectrum. It's like, yeah, I bet that president didn't try to tell her the reason why why she's on the spectrum is because of Tylenol. I bet he didn't do that. But it's just really crazy and annoying because with like yeah again the characters are so amazing and complex and each character has their own story, but then they have stories within their own story and stories that they will not tell you. So it's almost like you have to investigate, you have to guess, you have to really pay attention to their story to even have a hypothesis of what happened. Oh, because the calligrapher, oh my gosh, I'm like, what happened with him? I mean, he was having a real tough time. It's like he almost kind of looked like he puff passed a little too hard, or sniff sniff pass, one or the other. But yeah, it was rough. I was just like, baby, honey. It's like, okay, something wrong with your glasses, or did someone sneak something in your drink, or like what happened to you, baby? And I thought I saw it in one of the scenes, but yeah, it's like yeah, it's been, I decided I'm gonna wait a couple months. Not a couple months, basically about a month before I watch it again because I wanted kind of clear eyes and everything. But it's just, it's sad to me. And a lot of people don't understand the need for characters like her. And even seeing like a black woman who loves birding and the like how amazing of an aunt she is, and she doesn't have kids. So even seeing a black woman with a disability on the spectrum loves birding, an amazing aunt, she doesn't have kids, and oh, she is sassy. She's got a oh she oh I love and adore how sassy she is. Because sometimes she'll say something, I'm just like, oh, dang. Oh, that's the truth though. Oh, I'm so glad you said it. And just how open. It's like, because especially while growing up, a lot of people kept saying I'm a white girl wannabe and all this other stuff. So seeing a well-educated woman, and I'm not gonna say how she talks, because hey, she talks how she talks. I like, and part of me feels like black people, anybody should be able to talk the way they want to talk. And And I mostly mean English, but English, Spanish, Mandarin, I don't care. And it's like I want Native American languages to be taught in the school because that is the native tongue of this country. It's like, but no, what does this so-called leader do? But anyway, oops. It's like one of the main reasons why I'm really nervous while writing my novel, and I keep second guessing myself. But then I have to stop second guessing myself because we need more novels, we need more books, we need more movies and stories where Black women are the main characters and with complex characters and characters that have their own backstory and backstories that are not dependent on the main character at all, and especially with the disability showing just the good, the bad, the ugly. Like, I mean, with any disability, like with any human, but especially with disabilities, yeah, it's like I've hinted and described parts of my disability in different episodes. I have good, bad, ugly days and days where I just want to stay in bed all day because yeah. And again, like I say all of this because my ex did not care. He didn't care at all. And after I finished writing the rough drafts of my novel, I was so excited and happy, especially writing about a main character that was a Black woman with a disability. I was so excited to share it. But then, even having my ex not want to read it, and then even one time while his mother called him on speaker. Oh, so she thinks she can write. Oh, what else is she gonna try to do? First, she gets degrees, and then she thinks she like, and then, yeah, something about. I didn't know he told her about one of my business ideas, which I was trying to save money for, but life was like, because I mean, trying to, like, with student loans and everything, like, I'll tell that story at a later date or whatever, but because yeah, remember I almost had enough money for the mortgage for our house. I was so excited, but then my walking, and then the whole horror story nightmare of my disability. Yay! But I'm finally diagnosed, so to me that's a happy ending because I'm living my truth. I understand it more, and now I can relate to, like, with my main character. I'm able to add more depth and more definition of known because it was unknown. Everyone was telling me it was my fault. I was making it up. I was the reason. I just wanted attention and stuff like that. And it was just like, I don't know. So the first draft was with her not knowing. It's like she had a disability, but I was just describing what I was going through, but now I know. And that is so vital and important. And the world needs to know about people with disabilities, people that are not like them, people, because, like, even though someone specific said empathy is blah, 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 we shun blah, 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 it's a weakness, whatever. All right. Empathy allows you to open up and understand people who are not like you. People who are empathetic are usually smarter and they are more capable of understanding and being observant to different things. So, but that's just what studies have said. Yeah. And I just feel like if you're willing to read books that have characters that are not like yourself, then it allows you to look at different perspectives and be more empathetic. And that's what we need in this world. So when I found out that The Residents got canceled, it kind of just kind of, even with the extraordinary lawyer Woo Young Woo, when I found out that was only going to be one season, and oh my gosh, her love interest is such a hottie. Okay, if you haven't watched it, go, like, I'm gonna talk. I need to talk about that one again too, because especially both main characters of The Residents and the extraordinary lawyer Woo Young Woo being on the spectrum, it's like you saw both with the same type of disability, but the spectrum is so wide. Like, I don't want to compare and contrast, but their disability, but maybe the plot and how they inserted their disability within the settings, because in any book and novel, that is so important. Thank you so much for listening to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handy capable. But most importantly, I am human, and you're human too.